So, dito sa problem number 5, sa material ni sir, ito yung pinaka parang unang scenario. So, lalagyan natin dito parang ano siya. Scenario number 1. So, dito sa scenario number 1, ito ay no non-controlling interest. Tapos, full acquisition kasi walang non-controlling interest, so full acquisition, 100% siyang binili. Tapos, ito ay partial method. Okay. Ito yung unang scenario. Ayan. So, ang unang step is compute goodwill or gain on bargain purchase. Compute 0 or gain. So, ang formula nito is, of course, CT or consideration paid is equals to ano, and then less Fivina or fair value of the net assets, Fivina, is equals to gain or goodwill. Of course, pag negative yan, gain. Kapag positive, goodwill. So, kapag gain, ayan. Okay. So, una, PAM company acquires all, gumalaw, shims. Paano ba ito i-lock? Ayan, lock. Okay, paano? Wala ata yung lock niya. Lock. Ayan. Lock. Ayan. All of Soros company, so full acquisition. Paying 408 cash. So, yan yung CT natin. 408 cash. The separate balance sheet are as follows. Ayan. So, yung book value, mamaya natin titignan yan. Ang focus muna natin para makuha natin itong Fivina is itong fair value. So, since na-compute, ito yung total niya, no, total assets. Total assets is 678 minus itong dalawang to. So, 120k minus 162 para makuha natin yung Fivina or fair value of net assets. So, pag 3 times natin yan, 678 minus 120 minus 162 is equals to 396k. So, ayan, ilagay natin ito sa Fivina. Okay? So, CT, consideration paid is 408,000 less ng 396 na fair value on net assets, meaning meron tayong goodwill na 12,000 kasi mas malaki yung consideration paid natin. Ngayon nahanap natin itong goodwill, gagawa na tayo ng mga schedule. Pero after nyan, ang unang hinihingi kasi dito is journal entry to record the investment in the books of the acquirer company. So, requirements 1. Yan. Journal entry of investment. Ang journal entry mo dyan is, since nagbayad ka ng cash na 408, magbabayad ka ng cash. Pero anong account? Of course, investment. investment siya. So, magiging investment in subsidiary. Kung magkano yung consideration na binayad mo, so 408K, and then cash 408K. Ayan, yun yung requirement number 1. Next is the schedule for determination and allocated excess. So, para dito sa schedule na to, ngayon, titignan natin itong book value and fair value. So, didelete ko muna to. Kailangan natin ma-determine yung over and under ng each of these. So, over or under. So, ito yan. Minus. Oops. Minus. Ayan, dire-diretso lang. So, una is itong zero, ito of course zero to. 72 minus 90K, meaning merong 72 minus 90K. 18K na increase. 48 minus 120, meaning 72K na increase. Tapos, building and equipment. 360 minus 348, meaning may 12K na decrease. So, overall, 18 plus 72 minus 12, may 78 na increase. Next, dito naman, ang accounts payable, wala nagbago. So, 0. So, 120 minus 162 equals 42K na increase sa bonds. Bonds to. Ayan ang bonds. Bonds payable. So, that is 42K na increase in overall liabilities. Okay, so now na alam na natin yan, over and under, gagawa na tayo ng schedule for determination and allocated access. Ito na yung schedule for determination. Yan, kasi na-determine mo na yung over and under. Number 2. Schedule for hindi pala yun schedule determination, iba pala yun. Nation and allocated excess. Yan. So, una, so, kasi allocated excess, meaning kukunin muna natin yung fair value ni fair value of subsidiary, which is we know na kung magkano yung binayad natin sa kanya, yun yung fair value niya. Ang rationale ko dyan is may goodwill nga eh. So, ibig sabihin, you are valuing the company at the price that you are paying them. So, if you're paying them 408, meaning you agree that the company values at this much. Kasi diba, ang fair value is the amount that an equipment or an asset will be sold. So, if you paid for it at a price of 408, meaning you agree that the fair value of the subsidiary is 408. So, ang fair value of sub is 408. Ngayon, hahanapin naman natin yung book value ng sub. So, ang book value na sub consists of the OS or ordinary shares, and then the share premium, and then the retained earnings. So, ang ordinary shares niya dito is kay Sora tayo kasi siya yung sub. Oh, sub. 240, 24, and 96. So, 240K, 24K, and 96K. And then, we will less that to arrive at a total. So, of course, total. So, total natin yan. 408 minus 240 minus 24 minus 96. That will be 48. Later, ito ay magiging essential. Like, hindi siya pwedeng skip. Essential siya. Para later, makikita natin sa eliminating entries yan. Okay, after that, we will go to the allocated excess. So, ang mga may excess na nakita natin dito is, yan, inventory, land, building, and funds payable. So, 4. So, ito yan, itong 4 na yan. So, inventory is 18K, land is 72K, building is 12K, and bonds payable 42K. Okay, so, una muna inventory. Inventory is 18K up. 18K. So, up, so meaning addition siya. So, and then, land 72K up. 72K add. And then, building and equipment, 12K down. So, 12K down, so less. B and E, 12K less. And then, bonds payable up 42K. So, pero, ito kasi premium on bonds payable. So, ang tawag natin sa kanya is B premium. So, 42K, bakit siya naging less? Kasi liabilities yung bonds payable. So, kapag tumaas siya, meaning, mas tataas yung ibang liabilities mo. Mas tataas yung ibabawas mo sa assets. So, kaya minus siya. So, overall, yan ay ito pala ay ita-times mo sa kung gaano karami yung inacquire ni parent kay sub. So, since ito ay full acquisition, this means na ito ay ta-times sa 100%. Ayan. So, pag pinag-times, pag inad ko lahat yan, wait lang. 18K plus 72K minus 12K minus 42K, 36K lahat yan. So, ito ay 36K. Ngayon, ilang percent yung in-acquire ni Pam? 100% kasi full acquisition. So, times 100%. So, meaning, ang allocated excess niya for the parent is the whole 36K. So, dito yun. 36K. And then, in-less natin yan. Dito sa total na nakuha natin kanina. So, bale, 48 less 36. Okay. So, 48 minus 36. And then, now we know kung saan nanggaling. Now we know saan nanggaling yung 12K na goodwill. Yan. Yan yung schedule for determination and allocated excess. Next is yung determination natin ng eliminating and eliminating entries. Okay, so siguro dito na lang ako sa baba. Dito na lang ako sa baba. Okay. So we need ito kasi parang mayroon siyang ganyan. Pero isang schedule lang siya. So itong top part na to, that is called the eliminating entries 1. Yan, dito lahat nakapaloob ang eliminating entry number 1 mo. And then, for this allocated excess, ito naman yung eliminating entry number 2 mo. So, mula dito lahat yan, kasama yan sa eliminating entry number 2 mo. Actually, dito lang pala ako maglalagay ng eliminating entries para madali. Eliminating entries. Okay, so first is E1. Ano ba nakapaloob sa E1? Siyempre, lahat na nandito, di ba? Sa taas. First is, ito ay normal balance na ay credit, di ba? So, since i-eliminate natin sila, we need to debit everything here. Sorry, nahulog. We're going to debit that. So, OSSPRE 240K, I think 24K, tama, 24K, 96K. Then next is yung invest, and sunod is tong investment in sub. Kasi diba, ang una na nating entry kay investment in sub is debit. So, we're going to eliminate that also kasi hindi na yun lalabas sa consolidating entries. So, ang purpose kasi ng ng eliminating entries is yung parent and sub is mapagsama. So, you can't show transactions that are di mo pwedeng pakita yung transaction na within the company. So, kailangan mo tanggihan yung investment in sub. So, invest in sub. So, magkano ito lahat? 240 plus 24 plus 96, that's 360. So, ang investment in sub mo ay 360K. Hindi pa dyan nagkatapos kasi meron ka pang 48K na difference, di ba? So, let's go now to the eliminating entries number 2. Eliminating entries number 2. Ayan. Ay. Sa eliminating entry number 2, ito yun, di ba? Itong allocated excess. So, here, instead of eliminating itong mga to, hindi mo siya i-eliminate. Ano kasi siya? Kailangan mo to i-recognize isa-isa. Kasi, paano ba to? Parang ni-revalue mo yung inventory, land, building equipment, and premium para ma-arrive ka sa goodwill na 12K. Ganon. So, parang kailangan, hindi mo siya i-credit or i-debit. Kung halimbawa, ito, inventory, yan, diba, nag-increase. So, magde-debit ka ng inventory. Magkano increase? 18K. Kasi kailangan mo siyang i-recognize sa bago mong company. Kasi diba, itong eliminating entry na to, i-recognize mo siya sa bagong company mo. Kasi ito na yung bagong value ng inventory mo. Hindi naman siya transactions between the two companies. So, hindi mo siya i-eliminate. Kailangan mo siyang i-recognize. So, next, land. Ano ba yun? Isusot ko na kaya. B&E. And premium on bonds. Land is 72K. And B&E is... Ay, mali pala. Ito pala ay... nagbawas pala yung B&E. So, of course, we will have to B and E for 12K, and then premium for 42K. Now, diba ito kasama to sa eliminating entities, of course. We have to recognize that there is goodwill. So, of course, ilagay ko sa debit is goodwill for 12K. And then, yung difference, of course, pag pinag-add mo yan, 18 plus 72 plus 12, that's 102. Ito ay 102. While itong B and E is 12 plus 42, that's 54. So, 102 minus 54 is equals to 48. 102 minus 54 is equals to 48. Saan sa mo kukunin yung 48? This is where it is connected here. Connected. Sa lahat ng problems, connected yan dyan. So, dapat, meron ka ditong investment in sub na 48K. Meaning, binawasan mo ng 48K yung investment in sub. Ngayon, yung investment in sub account mo, pag pinag-add mo yung dalawa, 360 minus 48 is 408K. Meaning, na fully eliminate mo na itong investment in sub mo. So, ibig sabihin, tapos ka na. Tama na, okay na yung eliminating entries mo. Ayan yan. So, ayan lang. So, ito na yung mahabang part. Yung consolidated. Yung consolidated. Okay. So, para dumali yung buhay nating lahat, ang gagawin ko na lang is ika-copy and paste ko to para sa consolidated. Okay. So, gagawa ko consolidated. Consolidated work papers. Wag na lang pala. Sige, wag na tayo mag-consolidate. Iba pala itsura ng consolidated work paper. Sige, so number 4. Ito na yun. Consolidated work paper. And consolidated work paper. Ba't parang nahihirapan ako huminga? Ayan. Okay. So, of course, unang-una is cash. Oh my God, ang dami nito. So, ito ay parent. Lagyan muna natin. Parent. Sub. Eliminating entries. Debit and credit. DR. And then the consolidated. Ayan. And then, ito yung mga accounts. Dito is cash. Cash, AR, inventory. Land. B and E. And then, hindi dyan natatapos na lahat. Dahil meron na tayong goodwill. Saan ba yun? Ito, may goodwill na tayo. And then, investment in sub. Dito pala. May investment in sub tayo. Ilalagay din natin dyan sa work paper. So, pupunta tayo dito. Lalagyan natin to ng investment in sub. Tapos, goodwill. Ayan. Tapos, total. And then, next naman sa liability is AP, BP, tapos she is OS, SP, RE. So, AP, BP, and then, diba kanina may premium tayo sa bonds? So, premium, tapos, OS, ordinary share ni parent, ordinary share ni subsidiary. Share premium ni parent and share premium ni subsidiary. RE ni parent and then RE ni subsidiary. So, kailangan may distinction kasi mamaya, vital siya sa eliminating entries. And then, lalagyan tayong total. Yan na. So, sa parent, copy and paste lang tayo. Except sa cash. So, ang cash na nakalagay dito sa kanya is 420. Pero, hindi natin ilalagay yung 420 kasi we credited cash for 408 kanina for the investment in sub nung bumili tayo ng subsidiary. So 420k minus 408k is equals to remaining 12k cash kay parent. And then yung AR ni parent, the same, 90k. And then yung inventory, 120. And then yung land is 210. And then yung B&E net is 480. So kapag may accumulated depreciation dyan, hindi mo siya, iba yung treatment niya. And then, of course, yung investment in sub natin kanina, here, na 408. Ilalagay din natin yan. And then, yung goodwill natin na 12k kanina. Wala pa pala tayong goodwill dyan. Sorry. Wala pang goodwill dyan. So, ang total natin dyan is 12k plus 90k plus 120k plus 210 plus 480 plus 408 1,320 1.320 M. AP naman. AP is 120 and yung BP is 240. And then, OS is 600. Wala pa tayong premium. Mamaya pa sa eliminating entries yan. SP 60 and RE 300. So, SP 60 and RE is 300. So, dapat 1.320 M yan. 120 plus 240 plus 600 plus 60 plus 300 is 1.320 M. Tama. Next is kay subsidiary naman tayo. So, kay subsidiary, book value. Kung ano na to, book value. Kasi, itong fair value is adjusted sa eliminating entries, di ba? So, book value. Ang cash niya is 60. Ang inventory is 60. 60 ba? Hindi. Accounts receivable pala, 60. So, cash 60, AR 60, inventory 72, land 48, building 3060. So, 60, 72K. Ang land is 48. Ang B&E is 360. 360K. Tapos total magkano yan? $600. Ang AP is 120. 120, 120, 240K, 24 and 96. Dapat 600 din. Huh? 120 plus 120 plus 220 plus 24 plus 96. 600. Ayan. O, sakto. Now, pupunta tayo sa eliminating entries. So, ito yun. Ito yun, ito. Ito mga yan. Ito pala. Ayan. Okay. So, E1. OS and investment in sub for 360. So, dito, automatic to eh. Itong mga to, automatic na sa eliminating entries yan. So, DR 240K, 24K, 96K. So, lagyan natin ng ano? Lagyan natin ng distinction 1. 1. 1. And then, yung kalakip niya is yung sa investment in sub na 360. 360K. And that's number 1. Next, eliminating entries number 2 is ito mga to, inventory, land, goodwill, BE, inventory. So, sa inventory, as far as I can remember, may 18K na nadagdag dyan. And then, sa land is 72K na dagdag. Sa B&E, nabawasan yan ng 12K. So, medyo napalaki ata ito. Medyo usod ko dito eh. Nabawasan ng B&E ng 12K. And then, goodwill. Dito na tayo mag-recognize ng goodwill na 12K. And then, premium na 48. So, premium 48. Tama ba 48 o 42? 42. 42K. And then, yung difference ng lahat ng yan is yung investment in sub for 48K. So, lagyan natin distinction. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Ayan, 2. Ngayon, sa consolidated, ang gagawin lang naman dyan is ipag-add lahat yan. So, cash, hindi makita. So, cash, ipag-add yan. So, magkano yan? 12 plus 60 ko, 72K na cash. Parang hindi kita masyado yung papel. Ay. Ito na naman. Pink. $72K. And then AR 150K. And then 120 plus 72 plus 18 210. 210. 210. Land na 210. To land 210 plus 72. 330. 330. So, yun is 330K. And then, B&E, 480 plus 360 minus 12. 480 plus 360 minus 12. 828 sa consolidated. And then, sa investment in sub, 408 minus 360 minus 48 minus 360 minus 48, that will be equals to 0. And then goodwill, of course, 112 equals 12. And then add all of that. 72 plus 150 plus 210 plus 330 plus 828 plus 12 is equals to 1602. Oops. 1602 million. Ayan. Next is for that's the total assets. Ngayon sa consolidated. Ngayon is for the AP, 120 plus 120 is equals to, that's 240. So 240 plus 120 is equals to 360. And then yung premium, of course, 42k. And then dire-diretso 600k. And then minus, so 0. And dire-diretso 60k. Minus, meaning 0. Dire-diretso 300 equals 300k. Minus ulit 0. Dapat 1602 din yan. 240 minus 240 plus 360 plus 42 plus 600 plus 60 plus 300, balance 1.602 M. Ayan na yung buong process mula sa consideration to the journal entry ng journal entry ng investment, to the schedule and determination, and eliminating entries, and then dito naman sa consolidated working paper. And then mamaya yung may NCI kapag may kasi ito 100% full acquisition to so mamaya meron pang scenario kung saan merong non-controlling interest.